Good evening and welcome to the Pickerington Area Chamber Annual Awards Celebration. I am Teresa Byers, President and CEO of your Pickerington Area Chamber, and we are just thrilled to have you all with us this evening. Once again, keep bidding on those silent auction items. 9 more minutes. Very quickly, I'm just going to share that 2019 was a very successful year, not only for our chamber, but for our community. But 2019 was also a very tough year and a year of loss for our community as well. We lost several community leaders and representatives, and we really have felt that loss significantly over the last several months. I know a lot of us in this room know that. I would like to take us to take a minute, a moment of silence as we remember those that we've lost over the last year, whether it's a friend, a family member, or within our community. So if we could just take a moment of silence, please. Thank you. As I mentioned, 2019 was a great year for the Chamber. We have lots of recognition, lots of thank yous, lots of people to recognize tonight, so just bear with me as we get through tonight's program and into our award celebration. First of all, I want to thank our wonderful sponsors that continue to support this event and also the Chamber. We really could not pull this off without all of you, and we really appreciate every one of you. Our presenting sponsors this evening, Mount Carmel and Diley Ridge Medical Center. Our award sponsor, South Central Power. Our media sponsor and fabulous video guys, Interphase Video Productions. Our gold sponsors, the City of Pickerington, Violet Township, Ohio Health, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, and Sarah's Sewing Shed. Our centerpiece sponsor, if you guys love those, the ladies worked super hard on those, Coldwell Banker, King Thompson. Our dessert sponsor, if you did not get a bundt cake, you better get over there and get one, Nothing Bundt Cakes. Silver sponsor, Park National Bank, Fairfield National Division. Our photography sponsor, 5 Star Painting of Pickerington and Reynoldsburg. And just very quickly, let's give Henry a really big round of applause for selling the 50/50, because I'm going to tell you in a minute how much he sold. And I know Jeff and your wife, you guys did an awesome job as well. And we're going to be giving away $300 in cash. So that is an awesome 50/50. That goes to our scholarship fund, and that's just really awesome. So thank you guys. Our bronze sponsors, HFM Publications, the Pickerington Public Library, and Heartfelt Photography, and also our event photographer, Marvea, and I'm going to get this wrong, Duarte? Yes. Kuhn, with Heartfelt Photography. So let's give them all a round of applause. And then I would like to ask Jason Coma, who is the Regional Director of Government Affairs and Regional Development with Mount Carmel, to come up and share a little bit about Mount Carmel.
Thanks, Teresa. So since we got started a little bit early, I'm just going to fill the time with the canned 1-hour presentation I walk into every room with, if that's okay. It's wonderful, it's delightful, and I'm sorry, I'm done. Mostly I just want to say thank you. Certainly, Teresa, what you've been able to do for the Chamber and what we've seen with the growth of the Chamber as one of the partners through Mount Carmel and Diley Ridge has been fantastic. And thank all of you for coming tonight and really for the opportunity that we have within our health system and through our partners at Fairfield Medical Center with Diley Ridge to be able to be trusted by providing care to you, your family members, your friends, and so many of our colleagues live and work within the communities as well. We've invested a lot into both Mount Carmel East and to Diley Ridge. If you haven't been to Mount Carmel East, we've had a significant expansion in what is now a nationally renowned and nationally honored hospital. A brand new tower, a new dining bistro that the food's actually pretty good, as well as a new main lobby. Again, for those of you that if you have had the opportunity to be there, I hope the care was delivered just fine. If you haven't, I would treat you to some of the food in that bistro. And then also Diley Ridge. It has been, if you can believe it or not, a decade now that we have had that facility, the first of its kind within Central Ohio. a small hospital that provides inpatient care as well as emergency services. And within that decade, we are now just celebrated our 1-year anniversary in helping fight the substance use disorder issue that we have throughout all of Central Ohio with our inpatient services there that help folks recover and the like. And I think mostly I just would like to close with where I started, thanking the Chamber for the opportunity for tonight's presentation, and also thanking all of you for trusting us with your care, and hopefully your experience every time you visit us is fantastic. Thank you again.
So we also have several elected officials that are with us this evening, so I want to take a moment to recognize them. From the City of Pickerington, we have Councilman Tony Barletta with us. Our Violet Township trustees, Melissa Wild, Terry Dunlap, and Darren Monholland. From the Fairfield County Commissioners, Dave Levesey and Steve Davis are with us. Fairfield County Clerk of Courts, Brandon Meyer. Our Ohio State Senator, Tim Schaefer. Pickerington School Board members, Vanessa Niekamp and Lori Sanders. And from the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office, Chief Deputy Alex Lake. Let's give them a round of applause. And I'm going to ask these folks to stand, and there's a couple groups that I'm going to ask to stand this evening, but this group helped us with tonight. And I'll tell you, this event is not an easy thing to pull together. We, number one, I have a great team at the Chamber, in Jerry and Michelle, but number two, we had some great volunteers this year that really stepped up and helped us fill those silent auction tables and get these centerpieces together and get this room organized. So I would like to ask this group of individuals to stand up and be recognized. We have Brandy Cunningham with Fairfield Federal, Allison Kuhn from Ohio Health, Sarah Parrish with Sarah Sewing Shed, Tina Chipakaiser, did I get that right, Tina? And Kathy, who could not be here, Kathy Welch with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, and Jackie Howard with New Horizons Mental Health. They were our volunteer committee that helped put this night together. Let's give them all a round of applause. And once again, I'm going to ask these folks to stand because it's not very often that we get to recognize our chamber board members out in public and in a setting like this when we have so many of them in the room. And I know there's a few that could not make it tonight, but I want to take a moment to recognize the 2019 Chamber Board of Directors that supported the Chamber over the last year and really helped guide us throughout the year. We had a lot of initiatives this past year, and I think we accomplished quite a bit. So I'm going to ask them to stand and be recognized. First off, we just lost a very great board member. He rolled off of the board after several years. Our fantastic bartender and past chair of the board, Randy Holloway with Edward Jones, who's in the back. Rob Davies with Ohio Health, who could not be here today, he texted and said this is the first time in 9 years that he has missed an annual dinner, so we're sad to not see him here tonight, but thank him for his service. Allison Forche with Rob Forche Orthodontics. David Uhl, who just recently transitioned positions and is now with Ohio Christian University. Joe Welsh with Bottoms Up Diaper Drive. Jeff Metzger with MMA Insurance. Andre Bradley with CareWorks. Zuline Adams with Z Promotions, Matt Richardson, Leslie Thornton with Bookkeeping Bliss, and Holly Maddie, formerly with Violet Township. If we could give them all a round of applause. And I saved the best two for last because they have to come up here. And the last two that I'm going to ask to give a round of applause is our chairwoman from 2019, Michelle Cook, owner of Body Ache Escape Massage Center, and our vice chair, David Stone with Personal Financial Advisors. Let's give them a round of applause. And as they're doing that, you guys come on up. They get to talk.
We get to talk. All right, we get to talk. Hello. If you hadn't noticed, I usually am on the screen because I don't like talking. All right, good evening. Good evening. I am Michelle Cook. the 2019 chairwoman of the board for our Pickerington Area Chamber. It was my pleasure to serve as the chair this last year, and I'm thrilled that we accomplished so much. In 2019, we added 53 new members, highlighted 50 businesses through the Member of the Week program. We launched a successful PACC Edge program that currently meets once a month to talk about how to grow their business, overcome obstacles, and continue their success. The Business Advisory Council continued the Morning Brew series, hosting 5 events with nearly 100 guests, and held the second annual Business Summit in April with over 75 guests. Speaking of events, the Chamber hosted 8 ribbon cuttings or grand opening celebrations, 9 lunch mobs supporting our restaurant community, 10 Women's Leadership Coalition meetings with nearly 300 guests, monthly Chamber luncheons with over 780 guests, not to mention the annual award celebration, the annual golf classic, and a day of Athena. Overall, the Chamber provided over 55 opportunities for you to connect with your fellow members and grow your business. That is at least 1 opportunity per week if you can't do the math. Our goal as a Chamber of Commerce is to be an advocate for the business community, to be a unified voice, and to provide our members with opportunities to grow, to save, and to thrive. I encourage you all today to get involved. You do not have to attend every single event, but find something you are passionate about and connect with the Chamber. You would be surprised at the opportunity that your business can have just by getting involved. I want to thank my fellow board members for an outstanding year, and I cannot wait to see where our Chamber goes next. It is now my pleasure to pass the invisible gavel. Oh. She didn't tell me. I never used it. Where was this all year? It is my pleasure to pass the gavel to the 2020 chairman of the board for the Pickerington Area Chamber of Commerce, David Stone.
No thanks.
Do you want my notes?
Nah, I'm good. Thanks. Well, that's certainly a tough act to follow, not just up on a podium, but with the wonderful job that Michelle did this past year. So thank you very much, Michelle, for leading the way. It's my honor to serve as the 2020 chairman of the board for our chamber. We have a great year ahead of us, and I look forward to the opportunity to connect with each and every one of you. As we look at 2020, we have set a few goals for the chamber. First and foremost, we are going to continue the implementation of our new benefit-based membership model. This new model will allow members to take advantage of new benefit offerings that you may not have previously had access to. Each new tier provides you with even more exposure for your business. I encourage you to talk with Teresa and the team to learn more about these benefits and take advantage of it so you can get even more connected to the business community. Our second goal is to ensure our fiscal policies and procedures are up to date. Our chamber is in a very strong financial position, and we want to make sure that we ensure that for years to come. But as time goes on, we need to make sure that we keep up with the times, and we're going to review our policies and procedures to make sure that we remain healthy financially for many, many years to come. Our third goal is we want to make sure we connect with our members. We want to make sure that we let every one of our members know how important you are to the chamber, because it is our chamber. So you expect to have visits from Teresa and Michelle throughout the year, as it is our hope that we'll be able to connect with all of our members throughout the year of 2020. All we ask is that you give them the time to speak with you and spend maybe 15 or 20 minutes of your time just to find out more about what the chamber can do for you and expose your business to help you prosper as well as the chamber. So that's what we have for our goals for 2020. So as Michelle mentioned, I encourage you to get involved and share your stories and to get connected. We are one voice, and stronger we are, the more successful we will all be. I would like to thank my fellow board members and welcome our new board members to the team. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Heather Landon, Heartland Bank. Is she here? There she is. There you go. Christine Simmons, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan. David Rosen, Central Ohio Insurance Services. And Andy Hardy from Ohio Health. I look forward to working with all of you throughout 2020 and the board members that we are carrying over from 2019. So you've heard enough from me. I don't want to go on and on because I could. So I'm going to have Teresa come on back and we'll continue with the awards presentation. Oh, do I need my gavel?
You can if you want.
All right, I got it.
Would you mind handing me that red bag down there, though? So, first of all, the silent auction is now closed. So my ladies back there, go ahead and pull those bid sheets and they will start getting those organized so that when we are done here, you will be able to do your checkout, hopefully much smoother than we have ever done before. And we have $300 to give away, and I'm going to have you pull the ticket while you're up here. Thanks to our wonderful 50/50 selling beast out there. All right, are you guys ready? $300 goes to 953-997. 953-997.
I'll go see if it's me. Good.
Janice, is that you? I got a pocket full of cash for you, girl.
I sold that ticket. Need me for anything else?
Nope, that's it. All right, it is time to get started with these awards. As you all know, we keep these awards as secret as we possibly can up until this very last minute. And to be honest with you, our board members don't even know who the recipients are, with the exception of one award this evening, and that is, of course, our Diversity Award with Z Promotions. So we will get to that. But our first category tonight is the Nonprofit of the Year. Just kind of a little quick snippet. In your programs, if you actually open them and look at them, there is information about each of these businesses in the program, and we really wanted to highlight some of the key things that made them, number one, a top nominee, and also potentially the recipient. So just kind of keep that in mind. The Nonprofit of the Year award is given to an organization which has provided outstanding service to the Pickerington Violet Township communities, demonstrated sound management practices, and exceptional leadership. The organization should have a reputation for integrity in its dealings with clients, volunteers, staff, or other individuals and groups. The nominees for the 2019 Nonprofit of the Year are the Pickerington Public Library and the United Way of Fairfield County. Let's learn a little about them through our videos.
The library was formed in 1907 in a small room in the schoolhouse. And in 1915, we moved to the Carnegie Building, where we were until the early 90s. And we've moved into this beautiful building before expanding into a second location in 2017. We serve the community and in all their enjoyment and lifelong learning needs, promoting reading, inspiring knowledge, connecting the community through partnerships. What makes us unique is, especially in this region, is that we try to think outside of the box and really meet the enjoyment needs of our citizens in addition to the lifelong learning. For example, we were one of the first libraries in the region to bring board games to the community. Now we have nature backpacks that we circulate to the public. We were one of the first libraries in the region to to circulate the internet through hotspots. We have business people and the general public who check those items out. I would just like to say thank you for the honor of being nominated, and I know that we are in great company with the United Way as the other nominee.
The history of United Way, we have been in the community for actually 2020 will be our 80th year. So we've got a pretty long history in Fairfield County and have taken great pride in meeting the challenges that our county faces on a regular basis. We partner with 23 agencies throughout the county and 29 different programs, but I can tell you one success story that comes to mind because it really touches why I got involved and became the United Way of the CEO. We partner with TeenWorks to fund a program that takes at-risk youth and encourages employers to bring them on and help them with learning how to be an employee, learning how to do those things, and basically our funding and partnership funds the wages for that employee. And we had one unique story where there was a young man that got hired on at a bike shop, repair shop, and the owner found out this kid had a really, really good passion for this type of work. And so not only did he get the training that he needed, but he's now a full-time employee there, which that's that kind of full circle story that really gets me excited. We can't thank the community enough or the Pickerington Area Chamber of Commerce for considering us for this, and we really appreciate and value the partnership we have with the donors in the Pickerington area and the multiple nonprofits in the Pickerington area that we partner with to help meet the needs of the community.
Let's give our nominees a round of applause. And please join me in congratulating the 2019 Pickerington Area Chamber of Commerce Nonprofit of the Year, the Pickerington Public Library.
On the podium.
So I want to thank all of you for the consideration and choosing us as this year's nonprofit awardee. We've given a lot to the chamber, and we really are dedicated to the success of the entire community, the business community, the children that come into the library, the elderly customers who come in and that don't know how to use the computer, and our information staff spend a lot of time helping them just learn how to use a mouse or learn how to use that iPad that they've gotten for Christmas, and or going on outreach. One of the things that we're going to start doing is we're looking at is school delivery to the elementary schools, and without support from community members like you all, we can't do things like that. So I'm very humbled and appreciate this award, but this award is not really mine. It's everyone who works at the Pickerington Public Library. It's the board members who give great guidance in the direction of our organization. So thank you all, and I appreciate you.
Up next is our Business Diversity Award. The Business Diversity Award acknowledges the exceptional efforts of area businesses whose visible efforts foster greater appreciation, advancement, and celebration of diversity and inclusiveness in the Pickerington Violet Township business community. The business must demonstrate emerging or sustained commitment to the values of diversity, inclusion, and multiculturalism, that's a very big word, by documented efforts within their company and/or community. This year's Business Diversity Award recipient is Z Promotions, but before we ask them to come up, let's learn a little about them.
We started the company 13 and a half years ago. Andrew and I actually came from a similar business, and we got together one day and just decided that this was something that we wanted to pursue together as business partners. You know, we really reached the height of our careers within that business.
The way we came up with the name Z Promotions, we get to ask this question a lot, is lots of people think that's because of Zulene, which is a very understandable and logical reason, you would think, but it's not the case in this time. We actually were brainstorming and a lot of different ideas on what we should do, because we know how important a name is. Being in branding and knowing how important that is, we wanted to make sure we got it right. So we were brainstorming names and throwing all different types of things out, as you would. But one thing we kept coming back to is that we decided we wanted to be a company where our clients come to and they don't have to go anywhere else in terms of their branding and promotional product needs. So what kind of epitomized that for us was the letter Z, because nothing really symbolizes the end more than the letter Z does. Coming to the end of the alphabet, things like A to Z, everybody thinks the end was Z.
Diversity and inclusion is something that every business should consider. So from small businesses to large Fortune 100 companies, it doesn't mean that it's just for the big corporations to implement something in terms of a mission and also in terms of engaging with the community. It's something that enriches your business, because as I've identified, you're going to bring in different perspectives, new ideas, things like that. And I would tell everyone to take advantage of it.
So please join me in congratulating our 2019 Pickerington Area Chamber Business Diversity Award recipient, Z Promotions.
Well, we didn't really prepare anything, but we would like to thank the Pickerington business community for this nomination. It truly is an honor. We've worked really hard in the last 13 and a half years to develop our company culture and the diversity and inclusion program. We would love to thank Teresa and the Pickerington Chamber for all of the support that we've received, because we wouldn't be in the place that we are now without that support. So thank you very much. We're very humbled and we very much appreciate it.
All right, our next category is the Rising Star Award. The Rising Star Awards are given to businesses which have contributed to the economic vitality of the Pickerington Violet Township community. The business has a reputation for integrity and exemplary customer service and provides new and innovative approaches in order to benefit the business and its customers. The business should demonstrate a high level of entrepreneurial spirit, level of creativity, and determination to be successful. The nominees for the 2019 Rising Star Award are Kula Yoga and Wellness and AR Workshop. Let's learn about them.
We are obviously a do-it-yourself shop. You can come in and make whatever you want. We do wood, canvas, blankets, we do it all. And we want everybody to have an amazing piece of home decor to take home with them when they leave. But more importantly, we are a place where we're an experience. So when you come in, you can come with your friends, your loved ones, your kids. You can come with anybody, and it's really just time to get away and spend time with those that you love, and then leave with something really cool for your house. We actually have one very special superstar. She built a new house this year, and she did 27 projects for her home in here. So very cool. People are doing it for themselves and for gifts, so that's pretty cool. Everybody in the community in Pickerington has been so supportive and wonderful with this business coming into town.
Jamie and I knew each other from a place where we both used to work, and we came together one day and talked about sort of what we wanted to do next in our careers, and it just led to a conversation about opening up a space where we would have a yoga studio as well as being able to practice our other careers, which were both mental health therapists. And so we found this space. It really was perfect. It lent itself beautifully to being both yoga and therapy. And about a year later, this was born.
So many people are walking around with anxiety or depression or trauma or any kind of range of emotional issues, and we just both have this passion for creating a safe space for people to come and to process or to talk or to, to just feel safe to work through any of their issues. And we found that both yoga and counseling are healing and therapeutic in their own ways. So, some people may come to work on themselves by coming through the door and practicing yoga, while other people might need more of the one-on-one attention of mental health counseling. So, it's great to be able to offer both.
We have felt an extremely warm welcome from the residents of Pickerington. It's been a really rewarding thing to be part of the chamber. So it was just a really pleasant surprise to see that somebody or some people are thinking of us and happy that we're here.
Let's give them both a round of applause. This is the part where I'm so glad I don't vote, because I'm one of those people that everybody gets an award, just because I love everybody. Our members are awesome. So please join me in congratulating the 2019 Pickerington Area Chamber Rising Star Award recipient, AR Workshop.
Thank you guys so much. I just want to thank everybody, like I said in the package, for everyone's support. We came in and nobody had a clue who we were, obviously. And we've had so much fun partnering with all the other local businesses in town. Body Ache, Combustion, we've done stuff with Roosters, we're doing all kinds of stuff. So I just want to thank everybody for the support, and those that I haven't met yet, I'd love to collaborate together. So thank you guys so much.
All right, our final category tonight is the Business of the Year. The Business of the Year award is given to businesses which have shown exceptional growth through creation of additional jobs, expansion of facilities, or increased revenue. The business focuses on purchasing goods and services locally where possible and has a reputation for integrity and exemplary customer service in the community. The business, its owners, and/or its employees participate, support, and/or volunteer in the community activities. The nominees for the 2019 Business of the Year Award are HFM Publications and Rule 3. Let's learn about them.
Rule 3 opened in 2009. The concept was developed by Brian Stoner and Don Smith, and they had the vision of building a bowling center or an entertainment center for Pickerington. The concept here was basically have something for every demographic. Whether you're a fun place for the adults to come, so families to come to bring their kids, and that when the kids are here, there's plenty of things for them to do and have fun with, and there's plenty of things for the adults to do. Our goal right now is to stay current. Although it won design awards when it was first built, that look was getting a little bit stale and dated, and we wanted to have a current look. So we're in the process of changing the look, changing the feel, adding new attractions. We just added escape rooms this past fall, and looking forward to adding some new attractions next spring. Looking at adding axe throwing and expanding our patio and creating some more outside attractions. Just stuff for people to have fun. And really that's what we focus on, is what can we put in Rule 3 and add to Rule 3 that can enhance the customer experience and so that people can have fun and celebrate.
HFM Publications has been in business since 1999. I joined it in about 2004. We are a direct mail advertising company. We're certainly based in Pickerington, but we do business all over Central Ohio and beyond. One of the things we're most proud of is our community calendar. The community loves this piece, and What's great about it is, it goes out in mid-December, and just so it gets there in time for the new year. And but of course there's always some delays every now and again. There'll be a delay in the process, so it might not go out until, a little bit later in December. People start calling. They call me, they call the Chamber of Commerce, they call the city, literally, and they want to know where their calendar is. So this is, I guess you might say that a lot of the stuff we produce is quote-unquote junk mail. This is one piece of junk mail that people actually want. And if they don't get it, they go searching for it. We're honored, certainly. We've been a chamber member for many, many years and have worked with the chamber on different projects. And so this nomination certainly is something that we're proud of.
Let's give them both a round of applause. And please join me in congratulating our 2019 Pickerington Area Chamber Business of the Year recipient, HFM Publications.
Well, my name is Brian Fox. My business partner, Gary Peterman. We have been chamber members for many years, as we said in the intro, and we believe in the chamber. We believe in its mission. Many of our customers over the years are certainly chamber members. And the great thing about being in this business is your customers end up being your friends. And because of that, we very much appreciate this award. Thank you so much.
As we close out the evening, I really just have a last couple words that I want to share. I want to once again thank all of our fabulous sponsors for their support of this event. We have such great partners in this community, and we truly cannot be a Chamber of Commerce without all of you, and we really appreciate all of that. You heard a little bit earlier about our new membership structure, so I did want to take a moment to recognize and thank some of our partners and our investors that are here with us this evening. We have our cornerstone partners in the city of Pickerington and Violet Township who truly support our organization more than anybody realizes. We have great relationships with our trustees, with our city council, with our mayor, just fabulous organizations to have partners in our community. A couple of our newest investors are iInvest Trailblazers, Ohio Health, and Park National Bank, Fairfield National Division. And our iInvest Futurists are Body Ache Escape Massage Center, Nothing Bundt Cakes, Pickerington Schools, and South Central Power. And I'd like to give them all a round of applause for their investment in the chamber. And I know they're back there working hard, but I really cannot do this job without the two ladies in the office that support me day in and day out. And that is Michelle Richardson and Jerry Sardulius, who are back there working so hard. I don't know how I found them and how I got so lucky to have them on our team, but we truly have a great team at the Chamber, and we care more about your businesses than you ever realize. At this time, we had mentioned the silent auction is closed. They're hopefully ready for you to check out. We should have a board with your name on it if you are a winner. I want to thank you again for joining us tonight. Thank you to our sponsors. Congratulations to our award recipients, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Chamber event. Everybody drive safe. Hopefully we're out of here before any snow starts, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.